Alright, so this was Dezrik's idea, but time to do trail 15. Dez, you going first? Now, there always seems to be a debate of East Coast versus West Coast. What's actually hard, what type of machine it takes to do it. And I love both. I grew up in the East Coast. I've cut my teeth on a lot of this stuff, even a bunch of double black diamond trails. Grew up on an ATV. I love them both. Now, West Coast, I posted more of that content because it was new stuff to me. I've seen this trail multiple times. I think I see my ATV line still. It does not write it out. Now, it was either after we had done Pritchett or Cliffhanger. It was on Facebook somewhere, and somebody had made the comment that those are not hard trails. East Coast is where the hard stuff is. And he named off a couple. One was the Devil's Elbow, which we had already done. I've done that even before the video of it. And then another one was this trail. And I think it stuck with Dezrik because out of the double black diamonds that we did do this trip, this was the one that he asked for specifically by name. And if you haven't ever rode with Dez, he is the type, if you tell him he can't do something, it's going to immediately make him want to go try and prove you wrong. And that's kind of felt like that was the case for this trip. The KRX, the Pioneer, and the Rubicon all get spicy on this trail. It's kind of dealer's choice of which way you want to go. Now the other debate is, do you need a two-seater or a four-seater? Is it possible for a UTV or even an ATV to do these trails? Now, if you're like me, a lot of times if I do a trip somewhere and there's a trail I'm kind of debating or trying to figure out my little Christmas wish list before a trip, I'll watch other people's YouTube videos to see what I may or may not want to do with a particular machine. And normally I throw our videos together and each of us showing the obstacles. I'm breaking these into 3 videos for that reason. So if you're debating this trail or something similar and you have a KRX or a Razor or something in this kind of wheelbase or suspension, you can kind of see how Jason does it or how he struggles. If you're in a UTV with a longer wheelbase like Dezrik, you can see that video and it's going to be separate. A lot of these videos, we don't walk through the whole trail. We are out here to ride and want to have fun. This one was short enough distance-wise, even though we're getting up a little bit in age, if we like to admit it or not. We actually walk videos for all 3 of these machines, so you can see the full layout, the struggles, how the trail is. And I may do an edit or 2 as far as a backup and a pause or something like that, but you're going to see every single one of our attempts, whether we make it or not, or if we roll over or not. I'm going to show it all. Up ahead, it's kind of hard to tell the angle that everything is with the rut, but this is a spot if you are taking a nice machine and you don't like rubbing up against stuff, this may not be your preferred trail. It is very hard to keep a machine off the bank and not rough up some fenders in the process. Now, for most people, the final obstacle is coming up. Now, Dez, right before that, decides to try a pretty difficult obstacle in itself. Now, if you're watching this video and trying to figure this trail out a little bit, if you want to watch people try to do this spot, you can go around the outside and go to the top of 15 and look down and watch people trying it. Also, if you need a winch, it's a good way to drop a machine down there to help somebody winch them up. That's what I do with the KRX. Not going to say for who. That's the hard way, Des.
Good one. Hey Dez, you owe me. There you go. Let's sit back in. Spicy. I didn't think it was gonna do that. Are you doing that one or? When she gets out, that means something. I came up all the way over there on the left on the ATV is how I did it, but that bait keeps getting, kind of like the same thing at the Devil's Elbow, bait keeps getting rutted out. Whoa, you're in the bend. You think we can push the cage enough? I was wondering if we could push on the cage enough to get them by. You need your passenger tire about right here. More driver than that, but that's the spot right there. Oh, right in that section, that where you got your front tire. Back up, turn your wheel this way. The time you almost did it, your tire tracked right here to that, and then you almost made it up. That's the closest you came. Still hit a little bit more to the right when you come up. Too much. You're about a foot off hit coming back to the left. That's it. He's just missing it by a foot each time. That little crest right there is where he needs to pop into. That's it. That's the spot. Oh, that's it.
I don't want to grow up, I'm a flopping sin kid. They told me whoa, but look what I did.
That's it.
Now here I drop in from up top to get a good angle to winch Dezrik and leave my KRX here just in case it's needed again. Jason's going to give it the next try, and I already know if Jason makes it, Dezrik's going to give it another shot.
Of course, he's digging out the spot I want again. Oh shit. You need to try to come back some more, Des. Alright, right in there. Straight and turn to turn passengers come up. I still...
That was freaking awesome. Now, this is something we ran across coming on the way back. Some hogs, and videos never do adjust, but these guys are basically going vertical and zigzagging. It's pretty cool to watch. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And until the next adventure, hope you have a good one.